Welcome to the Redflex. Manchester United are back at the summit of the Premier League. Some would say it's where we belong. Some say that we're not going to be there for long. But while it lasts, we're going to continue to enjoy every single second. Welcome to another episode of the Global Fan Cam. We are live and we're exclusive on the Redflex. Joined by MZ, joined by Soom K, and joined by Anthrix, the regular Global Fan Cam team. And we are going to dissect Manchester United's 2-1 victory over Fulham. So let's get straight into this video. But before we do, just another gentle reminder, make sure you do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Redflex. We are a global community, and if you want your opportunity to appear on the Redflex, if you want your opportunity to express your love for Manchester United, your opportunity to express how you think Manchester United are performing, send us a DM at the Redflex official, and we will give you the opportunity, we will give you the platform to say what you want, unfiltered, no advertisements. Say what you want, how you want, when you want. Okay, enough of that. Let's get into this video. MZ, I know you've come prepared with some stats. I'm sure you're going to wow us. I'm sure Anthrix has got some fantastic one-liners. And Soom, well, he's going to bring the energy. He's going to bring the passion. He's going to bring the intensity. So I'll start with MZ. First question to you. What were your thoughts on the lineups? I was happy that Bailly was starting. I was surprised that there was only one defensive midfielder, probably for the right reasons. And I was also surprised to see a front three of Martial, Greenwood, and Cavani. What were your thoughts?
I was happy with the lineup. Defensively, that was a good lineup when you see it. And then I was surprised with Greenwood, though. Like, out of all the players he picked today, I was surprised with him picking Greenwood on the right. I was expecting Rashford to start as always because he never wanted to rest Rashford. If it was up to him, he would have played Rashford too. But I guess he just really needed to rest. So, yeah, I wasn't really surprised to see we're playing with Fred because, like, we've been calling for it for a long time now when we're playing against the low caliber teams. Like, we play with one CDM and two attacking midfielders, and I guess we saw it coming with the position we're in the league and the confidence that we have. We saw it coming.
Yeah. Anthrix, somehow try and explain to me the first 15 minutes.
Manchester United.
That's a good answer.
About it.
Thanks for answering the
question. Manchester United post Fergie. This has been us. Whenever I see pundits and all going, yeah, Manchester United are going to ramp up Fulham. It's going to be an easy game. I know we're going to concede the first goal, and I know we're going to be shit in the first half. These are the two most certain things I know when people expect us to win. So bearing in mind that, now I would like to come to the lineup, which I loved it. I wanted it for the game. But just to be clear, what happened? Like, Fulham were attacking like they were bloody Manchester City. Like, Ruben Loftus-Cheek was running all through us. Well, that is because people get too excited about Fernandes, Pogba. He'll even want Donny van de Beek in there, and then with Fred. So we gotta have that one sitter because Fred is a CDM, but we saw him, up the pitch and trying to go for tackles. So he's not a sitter basically. So we do need those sitters. It was Fulham, maybe against a West Brom, a Sheffield, we could go like that, but we should not get carried away. And we need those sitters like Matic's, the McTominay's. So yeah. Otherwise, I was happy with the lineup with today's game.
I was listening to.
Sorry, go on, MZ.
I was listening to Owen Hargreaves after the game, and he was saying like most teams that like Man City's and Liverpool, they've built their team on a solid defense that actually have good attack and good defense, and the fullbacks help a lot during the attacks. But the midfield, they just like put together midfield, like not the best midfields in the world, but they mainly build the team with the defense and the attack. But with United, it's different. We don't have two good fullbacks, and forward have been inconsistent. But we have a very, very, very good midfield. That's what he said. So he said, if I'm Ole, I'm like, go put one CDM, Wan-Bissaka is not good going forward. Ask him to stay back. Let the forwards do their part. Ask Wan-Bissaka to stay back. Luke is good. He's trying going forward. So yeah, that's it. So that means you'll have 5 at the back if you're caught off the ball and people want to counter. So he said, if I'm Oli, I'll do that. But that's basically.
Well,
I did think we were a little bit open though, playing with
well,
defensive mid, but I think
absolutely, we were open.
adapting a little
Like MZ made a really good point there. I mean, Owen Hargreaves did an MZ just put up an absolutely spotting point, because if Aaron Wan-Bissaka, if we have paid 50 million for that lad, and I don't know how he's 50 million right now, but okay, we've paid 50 million for that lad, and now he can't attack. Like, we can improve a person to only a certain extent. After that, it has to be his ability to go forward. I don't know how on earth he was a winger before he joined the Crystal Palace Academy. He must have been the worst winger ever. So yeah, so so yeah, I was saying that if he doesn't attack, you can just tell him to stay back, and then actually have the license to play 2 central attacking midfielders and just that one holder. Then we can do that if we have the assurance of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Because don't get me wrong, he's one of the best tacklers of the ball in the whole world. Like, he'll sniff it and stick out your leg and you'll be gone within a second. So yeah.
We're going to get on to individual performances. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, if you watched the previous video, is on the list, and we will dissect that in detail. Soom, I'm going to come to you next. In my opinion, I thought David De Gea could have done better with the goal. What was your thoughts on how we conceded that goal?
The way I saw it is like because I think the players thought they put such a good performance against Liverpool. They didn't, even though it's 1 point. They drew against a rubbish Liverpool. I'm saying that out now. I don't care. Yeah, it's Anfield. Yeah, they haven't lost the game. Blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, we drew against a shit Liverpool, and we should have won that game. We should have gone for them at the fault. Saying that, I feel like they came into the Fulham game thinking it's just Fulham, and they got caught sleeping, man. Fulham deserved to go. Lookman with a great shot at De Gea. The back line fell asleep thinking they could desperately try and get an offside trap, but that failed. So I feel like defense was asleep. It was basically the best defense against Liverpool and the worst defense against Fulham, I thought. Obviously, they were doing it constantly throughout the game. We were lucky we didn't concede any more. But look, at the end of the day, man, Pogba started to come back on me now, man. That wonder strike, man. That wonder strike.
We're going to get onto that. We're going to get onto that shortly. But I've got some interesting comments. I'd just like to read them. So JXZY has donated £100. Thank you very much for letting us know. Admin_notifications. I am a Twitch admin and I received a complaint about this stream. Could you tell me what's going on here? Yes. What's going on here is Manchester United are back on the Premier League table, and we're trying to work out why Ollie hasn't grasped the fact that he can use 3 subs. But apart from that, there's nothing else going on here. You want to get involved, you get involved. But thank you very much for getting in touch. Okay, we'll move on. MZ, so like I said on a previous video, I was very sure that Edison Cavani was going to be a great signing for Manchester United. I was very sure, and I'm very sure that he is the best striker at Manchester United. For me personally, there's nothing better than seeing your number 9 or your centre forward waiting in the 6-yard box, picking up on scraps and putting the ball in the back of the net. Forget about all this 30 yards, 40 yards, screamers and all these bicycle kicks. No. I'm not about that. I'm about the goals from 1 yard to 2 yards at maximum. Yeah, Cavani's was maybe 4 or 5 yards, but you understand where I'm coming from, that these are the kind of goals that we haven't had and we need them. What was your opinion on Cavani's performance today?
Just a quick question. Can somebody please remind me Cavani's age?
Cavani's 33.
33.
A very young 33.
33. And the guy is literally the only player that I think he's the player that covered the most ground in that pitch.
Absolutely.
Literally, if you have a 33 years old running like that, I mean, what a better example is there in the world for the likes of Mason Greenwood? What a better example. The guy is literally, I mean, we've all been complaining about Martial, like he has to be clinical and all. But I think this should be like, I don't know if that was in my country, in a school, and like in a class, and Cavani is like the top student, they still go like, why can't you all be like him? Why can't you all be like him? And it's like, if I'm Ole, I'll go to Tony, I'll go to Rashford. Why can't you just play like Cavani is playing? The guy is like literally, and you know the worst part is that you see the ball in the wings, the Luke Shaws, the Wan Bissaka's, the Martial, the Greenwoods, they have the ball in the wing. Cavani is literally calling for it in the box, crying out, put that ball in. They're just like taking touches, putting it back, playing it back, taking touches, playing it back. That's a proper number 9 you have in that box. Lay that ball in and he'll score you 30 goals a season. And people are saying, oh, we've got to manage his game time because he's 33 years old. I don't care. We have Jamie Vardy, 35 years old in the Premier League, playing week in, week out. We've got Zlatan Ibrahimovic is going 40 years now, playing in, week out. We've got who? Ronaldo, 36, I think, right now, playing game in, game out. So don't tell me about his age. That guy, if you're telling me you have to keep him fit, that guy's literally running, I don't know how many kilometers in the pitch, and you're telling me you managing his game time to keep him fit. No way. He should play. He should be our number 9, playing week in, week out.
No, interesting stuff there. Antrix, talk me through Pogba's goal. So half-time 1-1, and then an absolute pile driver by Paul Labille Pogba. Talk me through it. I'm expecting some one-liners. I'm expecting some potential classics from yourself. Over to you.
Oh no. Yeah. It absolutely took me by shock. It was on his weaker foot. I never expected that. You know, that's the goal you score in FIFA or in PES. You know, you just go, kind of just place it with medium power and it goes round. So it was like, wow. Fulham were like that annoying child, you know, that keep coming at you, keep coming in. And then there was, Pogba with that Undertaker's high boot on your face, which so they just went off from there. So yeah, I was absolutely delighted with Pogba's goal. Although TV loves me and me are still like, Pogba has to go, man. What you've done is done. Yeah, sins can be forgiven. Sins can be forgiven, but they can only be forgiven when you have a Premier League medal in your hands.
Last time. I'm not sure they can.
I tell you what, I
mean, okay. No. For me, it's like, yeah, sins can be forgiven, but they can only be forgiven when you have a Premier League medal in your hand. Once you have that, you might be forgiven. You might be forgiven. Then you can wander off to, Zinedine Zidane's bald head, or Mauricio Pochettino's, black coat, wherever you want to go. You can F off, mate. Just give us that Premier League medal, which we've been waiting for. So I thought it was absolutely stunning. Yeah, MZ, go on.
No, go on. Just go and finish.
Oh, yeah. So another shout out which I would like to give was to Luke Shaw. I think he's quickly turning out, with Robertson not on his team. He's quickly turning out to be one of the best left backs in the country right now in terms of the league positioning. Yeah, I mean, he is like, with the Aaron Van Bissaka situation, I'm going a bit off track, but this Aaron Van Bissaka just cannot get off my head right now. He's like a Spider-Man spilling all the webs, all the shitty webs inside my brain right now. So he's not the good Spider-Man today at all. So yeah, with Aaron Van Bissaka not, being a threat down the right side, and with us not having a natural right winger, the opponent knows that Mason Greenwood is going to cut inside and he's try to, cross it up, or Aaron Van Bissaka will just pass it back. So what that does is, whenever the ball goes onto the right-hand side, they don't give a damn. They're absolutely, crowding up the box and waiting for something that comes. But if you closely look, whenever Luke Shaw or Anthony Martial got in there were like 3-4 players. We have that Kenny Tete, we have the CDM also going in there. So, all Fulham team, half of the Fulham team was there. Hence, Anthony Martial couldn't do much there. So it just disrupts the whole balance of the team, with us not being clinical at one side. Yeah.
Very interesting stuff. Agree with that. We'll talk about Wan-Bissaka and a few others quite shortly. I know, Emzy, you've got something to say, but we'll come to you very shortly. I know you've got a long list of important stats to share with us. We will go through that. Stu, so half-time, 1-1. Paul Pogba scores an absolute thunderbolt, makes it 2-1. I think it became very apparent to myself, and I'm not involved with any coaching badges. I'm not involved with any professional qualifications in football. I'm just a fan, but obviously I've watched football for nearly 25 years now, and it was very, very apparent to me that the Man United players were getting tired. Last 20 minutes, Fulham were playing very well. I thought Loftus-Cheek was causing us huge problems, making those driving runs from the centre. Has Ollie forgotten that he can make subs?
I think he just doesn't want to risk it. I don't think he wants to take a bigger risk. He feels like they're creating chances, even though it's not in the back of the net. They are still creating chances, so he doesn't really want to change it up too much. So I feel like, with regards to obviously Ollie, he should make subs, obviously, but at the end of this is Manchester United. You should be able to run 120 minutes in the game anyway, man. You know what I mean? They are trained for 90 minutes and half an hour full of extra time. They should be trained that much, so they should be gassing out. It's Manchester United. It's top of the league team now, mate. You know what I mean? You gotta be acting like champions. Be a champion. You know what I'm saying?
Soon, we're nearly approaching 17 minutes of this stream. Yet the fans and the whole world, the whole Redflex universe, are crying out for you to give them exactly what they want. Are you going to deliver what the fans want?
Do they want it? Should I give it them? Should I come up close and personal?
Come on.
Come on. What they want.
Maybe later on.
No, he's broken many a heart. He's broken hearts all over the world, and we will need to move on, because if we don't, then I'm gonna have to end the stream because of the disappointment, the build up and the disappointment. MZ, coming to you next. In my opinion, now this is just my opinion. I'd love to get your thoughts on it. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So Antrix has touched upon Aaron Wan-Bissaka before. In my opinion, if you take away the fact that he's got a good slide tackle, if you put that to one side, everything else reminds me of a National League or a conference player. And I'll tell you why. He can't pass, he can't cross, he can't beat a man, and he can't dribble. So for £50 million, we have someone who's good at in PES or FIFA, what is it? Square for slide tackle? What is it?
Yeah.
I think it's square. So you press square with him, that's fine. But everything else, the buttons are not working. So please tell me why Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not getting the criticism that I think he deserves.
He's not getting the criticism that he deserves, though. I don't think he deserves that much criticism.
No?
I don't think he deserves that much.
As a right back for Manchester United, the only thing you can do is tackle.
He's young. You've got to understand that. And I think he's one of the players that has actually been overused in our club. Literally, he's played lots of games, and he's young, and he's literally got no backup. I don't think we have a right backup for him.
No, so, Dalot has gone to AC Milan. He's top of the table in Serie A, which you would think that he's playing well defensively. Anyway, that's a league that will challenge your.
He's playing left back. He's playing left back in AC Milan. He played his games mainly in the Europa League. But then their left back Hernandez has got injured. He got niggles. So he was the man of the match as soon as he filled in the shoes. So he's doing pretty well, be it at left back. Yeah.
But I'll say this. You see, there was a time we as fans were actually having a go at Luke Shaw. And there was a time it's not far. We were actually having a go at Harry Maguire. But
We were indeed.
Yeah, but then I think with time, like with Luke Shaw and with the arrival of Alex Telles, and I think before when Brandon Williams was breaking through, I think we've seen improvement with Shaw. And yeah, with Maguire, I think having the right partner beside him, I think we've seen improvement. So I think there's talks of us getting Trippier. I think that would be good competition for him, even though Trippier is a kind of, I don't trust him defensively. Yeah, I don't trust him defensively, but going forward, I think Trippier will be good competition for Wan-Bissaka, and he's experienced as well. So I think if we can get a Trippier and give Wan-Bissaka competition, I think we'll get the best out of him.
Okay, interesting. So there's a few other players on my hit list today, which I'll get views from Soom and Antrich. So next player, Mason Greenwood. So if we look at his career so far, last season, great season, first season in the first 11, then was picked by England, obviously had his scandal, we call it. He's a young lad, female attention. So, you know, it's one of those things. Shouldn't have got caught, shouldn't have done it in the first place. So you could say that could have an impact on him. But from a footballing side of things, yeah, he's young. Again, I appreciate that. But from what I saw today, he can't beat a man. Every time he got the ball, he passed it backwards. He was no threat whatsoever on the right wing. Is he good enough for Manchester United?
Oh, come on, Cass, you're being harsh. You're being harsh today.
I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my
big question, Cass.
You're being a bit harsh. Come on.
I tell you what, Cass.
I'm happy Antrich answering this.
I think Antrich is happy that Emzi's going to answer it. I think
he's trying to pass it on. So yours, mate.
No. Go on, MC. Go on.
I think currently, I don't think there's any manager out there right now in the Premier League that actually handles these young players better than Ole. And I like the way he's handled Greenwood, to be honest. I like the way he's handled Greenwood. Because you see what happened with Rashford. How old is Rashford?
23.
23.
Yeah, around there. And people forget that Rashford is 23, literally. The kind of pressure they put on him, they actually forget. Why? And why do they put that pressure on him? Because Rashford broke through during Van Gaal's era. And he was scoring goals, and he hit the ground running straight away. So like Van Gaal kept using him like game in game, week in, week out. I don't know if you're getting it. It's like the more he played, the more we as fans expected more from him.
Yeah, definitely.
The more he played, we expect more from him.
Yeah,
and that kind of builds pressure on him. And it reaches a point where we as fans, when Rashford doesn't perform, we start going at him because we're actually used to seeing him perform. When we're actually seeing him in the first team regularly, playing in the first 11, the first name on the team sheet. So we kind of put that pressure on the player, especially if it's a young player. It's not good. And that's why sometimes when Rashford goes through this bad patch where he doesn't score goals, like people have a go at him and his confidence goes down. I think Ole is doing well with Greenwood. Like he'll put him in a game or two and then take him out, give him a rest. And I like the way like right now his confidence is so low, like he's not scoring and everything. And he's trying to give him minutes to just try and build his confidence, especially against sides like Fulham. But I guess it's just not working out. And the commentator said today is like you can't blame him. He's young. He's bound to have that period where he's not scoring goals and everything. So he has to learn from that and pick up. So yeah. I don't think it's not fair going on Greenwood.
Yeah, where I would like to add Cass, and absolutely Cass, you're being an absolute, hothead right now, going out, Football League, not deserving enough. But yeah, no, I've got a couple of points right ahead to add. Like for me, it doesn't matter if the player is 30 or 23. For me, what matters is the number of years that guy has put in football. So which means it's Rashford's 6th year. He cannot be making mistakes what he was making 2 years ago. Even if he was 30 right now and he would have played 6 years professional football, he would have been the same for me, right?
No,
So as
that's
far as
exactly my
Greenwood is
point.
concerned, yeah,
That's my point.
yeah,
They shouldn't have actually allowed him to play like for 6 years consecutively in that team. It's like they kind of built pressure for him, pressure that was
mm,
unnecessary. Like if they
yeah,
put
Quick
Rashford in and out
question.
of the team,
Sorry to interrupt you guys. Quick comment that I
yeah,
just want
yeah,
to
yeah,
bring
yeah.
up.
Deadwood.
Alfred, Rayner, Deadwood, Martial, Rashford, and Greenwood needs to be sold now before they value less than 10 quid.
Okay,
Um,
Wow.
okay,
we are going to get
Wow.
that's
onto
a
that. We
Yeah.
are going to get onto
that
that, but we're not going to get onto that
that's
right
that.
now because there's another player on my
let
hit list that I want to get to.
Yeah,
I think Andres
Go on.
wasn't done. I
Cass,
think
Cass,
Andres wasn't done.
it's a very important point I just need to make right now.
Yeah.
This message needs to be, if you guys remember Rashford 4 years ago, what he used to do, he used to take the ball, hit it long and try to run off. Because young players have this, tendency to have their game one dimensional. So what was happening last season was nobody had ever seen Greenwood. Everybody had just heard about Greenwood, right? So he used to cut in on his left foot, do the double foot dribbling, and shoot. That's what he used to do. But now people know, now defenders know, now coaches know that he is gonna cut inside, and that's his only game. That's the one day game he has got. So what they do is they put two men there on the right, on the left. He can go nowhere, so he has to pass backwards. He doesn't have that pace to beat the man right now. He doesn't have the physicality, to hold up the ball like a Martial does sometimes, or a Cavani does, or a Pogba does. So that's where he'll have his time. He'll have his time. He'll develop. He'll develop,
You know
and that's why I'm
you know
happy
where I
that
think
we
the
have
problem is.
Cavani. Yeah,
You know where I think the problem is. Greenwood is not a winger. Greenwood is
yeah,
a striker, and actually, it's like he himself believes that I'm a striker, and he doesn't like playing as a right winger. So that's why most of the times, like today, he kept drifting inside, and we actually didn't have that option on that right wing, and that just you know doesn't help us as a team because we want to play with a winger. Because like today, Fulham's left back, he's not their first choice left back because Robinson had a red card in versus Chelsea. And I know Brian, I've watched him several times in the championship. Fulham, he's good going forward, but defensively he's poor. And if we had a proper right winger today, I think we would have caused trouble on that right wing. But with
yeah.
Greenwood now, it's like he believes I'm a striker, so that's why he keeps drifting inside the box. So if you're a striker and you get the ball, you switch it into your left foot and take a shot like Robin van Persie used to do. It doesn't matter if you're playing as a number 9, but if you're a winger, you do what I and Robin used to do to cut in and take a shot. Man, Robin is a specialist in that. But you're 19 years old.
Yeah.
People will obviously
Let's
find you out and
hear
try and bully you.
now. Let's hear who's on Cass's firing line now.
Just
Come on.
before I do, another comment from Alfred. These young local lads are hype. Headless Chicken, Cavani the man.
Man, can
Plus,
we
we need
ignore
to get
this?
Marquinhos from PSG.
Don't
He can
read
be
it,
right
mate.
back.
Don't read it. This guy
midfield.
don't know jack.
Plus, he can be leader, better leader than Slabhead Maguire. Goes on to
Alfred.
say, don't want Sancho. We need number 9 like Haaland before Cavani retires. Before I
Alfred.
go on to my next hit man, something that we'll address right now. So, obviously, the right wing position is a massive problem at Man United. We've had Mata, we've had Rashford playing there, we've had even Paul Pogba playing there, Martial playing there. Who else? Daniel James attempting to play football
Pereira.
for Man United. I first come to assume, do you think A, that's a problem position, and B, who would you like to see come in that position?
Well, obviously, to be fair, it is a problem, but it's not a problem as well. Because either way, we are winning games when we need to win games, especially away. Even though it looks like, obviously, we're not performing well, we are still breaking down defenses. And a couple of seasons ago, we weren't even able to get in front past the first line, not even the second line, man. We're having defenders trying to backtrack on us now. Usually they just stand there and take the ball off us. We're improving. So when like, Martial doesn't score, Rashford doesn't score, Greenwood doesn't score, but when they get the ball, especially in today's game, let's give you an example of Martial, as MZ said, players around him at least 3-4 defenders of Fulham around him. He makes a simple pass. That's 4 plays out of that attack straight away. You know what I mean? You got to be able to have the intuition to know, like, okay, I'm going to get the ball here. This is what's going to happen to me. How do I benefit myself? I might not be able to get in the box and score, but I can make a nice, quick, easy pass which drags the play away from me, where all the players are at me, and opens up another Fernandez or Pogba to take a 20-30 yard strike. And then hopefully there's strikers in the box anyway. And if the ball's on target, get the second ball like Cavani, Rashford, bang, straight in the net, man. Especially like how the cross happened.
Ole, beware of your job. Soon K is coming for the Man United managerial job.
No. I'm not
in the managerial hot seat. Further comment from Alfred. Keep them coming. Like him. Controversial. Love it. Ahmed Diallo, he's all right. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a massive mistake to happen. Absolutely agree. Shaw is immense. Shaw does Martial's job. Now, that's a nice little cue for me because the next man on my hit list is Anthony Martial. So, Anthony Martial joined Manchester United. He became an instant hero, an instant god, an instant legend, came off the bench, scored a wonderful goal against Liverpool, and we thought we'd found, a superstar. Went on, had a great season, great output in terms of goals. Since then, I would say he's been inconsistent at best. Threw his dummy out when his shirt number was given to Zlatan. Also has had some off-field issues with relationships. Jose Mourinho wanted him out of Old Trafford because he thought he wasn't strong enough and didn't have the mentality to be a Manchester United player. That and the Paul Pogba fiasco ultimately, and poor results, led to the demise of Jose Mourinho. But I've had time now to reflect on Anthony Martial's career at Manchester United. And MZ, I know you're very intrigued about where I'm going to take this. But like I said, I'm somebody who normally, when I have a feeling about a player, 9 times out of 10, I'm usually right. I like to analyze their performances very closely in terms of not just what they're doing on the pitch, but what they're doing when they don't have the ball, what they're doing off the pitch. All these kind of things go into this opinion. So it's not a run, it's something that I have thought about. In my opinion, Anthony Martial, he's not world class. Anthony Martial will never be world class, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But Anthony Martial is a player with moments. He has moments of brilliances. But I think ultimately Jose Mourinho was correct. Because if you look at last season, Martial, Rashford and Greenwood, they were built up to be this Fab Three, the Holy Trinity with Bruno Fernandes. If you look at them individually, I don't think none of them will be world class. Rashford, Greenwood or Martial, I don't think they will be world class. Because, hear me out. If you look back at a Manchester United team, none of them three would be in the starting positions. At best, if Manchester United want to be at the level that we want to be, at best, Martial, Rashford and Greenwood would maximum be players that would come off the bench to make an impact. That's my opinion. So focusing on Anthony Martial, he's not strong enough. Fair enough, I understand that strikers don't have to be strong in the modern football. I get that. But he's somebody who isn't consistent. Ole doesn't know what he's going to get from him. Martial doesn't know what he's going to do. He's not consistent enough to be a star at Manchester United. He doesn't score enough, doesn't take people on enough, doesn't create enough, and he's not ultimately good. I'm not saying he's not a good player. I'm just saying he's not world class. And if you're not world class, you don't deserve to be in the starting lineup for Manchester United. Your thoughts, guys?
I like how you left.
Oh my God! You're dropping bombs. The audience must be thinking. The audience must be thinking this guy is on about for some views today. He wants to trend worldwide overnight.
I am passionate about my club. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I want the best for Man United. Martial, don't get me wrong. He's a great player. He's achieved more in life than I will ever do. This got nothing to do with that. I'm just saying that he's not world class and he never will be.
You know what I liked about your rant? You know
What's
what
that,
I like
sorry?
about your Ryan? Fix
Yeah, please tell me.
Your camera is kind of blurry right now.
Oh, okay, one second. You want my full camera quality before you tell me?
Yeah. You know,
He
there's
wants to
something
see you
about
through the eye, you know?
He wants to face me eye to eye.
Yeah.
1 second. While I've got these issues with the camera, I'll go through these comments. Luna King, sell Martial, he's useless. Luna
Oh my
King, follow us
God,
on
the
Instagram.
Martial
You have
agenda is
sense.
real
Subscribe to us.
proper.
We'll have a chat. We'll have a cup of tea. We'll do whatever you want. You make sense. Next comment. Them three are Le Havre. Perfectly. I couldn't have put it any other better way. The Le Havre are a feeder club from France that give their best players
Oh my
away.
God.
Crystal
Luna
Palace
King.
and Burnley level. If we give Zaha, Lukaku, and Depay same time, we would have won EPL. You know what? Luna King, you send me a message on Instagram. We're gonna have a chat. I respect everything that you're saying.
Luna King, Alfred, and Kasim, go have a party right now. Go.
MZ, I don't know what's going on with my camera. Maybe we're all in fear in preparation of what you're going to say to me. So
No.
let's hope my camera sorts itself out.
There you go.
There we go.
I just want to say there's one thing I liked about your rant. You are actually you had a go at all three players, not just Martial. And this brings me to the point that I think Alfred made, that these local lads are overhyped. And that's true, because Rashford, I'll tell you, Rashford is overhyped. I personally believe Rashford is overhyped. Greenwood, I don't think Greenwood is overhyped, but Rashford is overhyped. Who else? I mean, there are several English players in the league that are actually overhyped. Several.
Yeah, if you buy English players, you pay an extra 20, 30 million premium.
Exactly. And then there's this, I don't know, people are kind of biased, because even the pundits, like, if Martial has a poor performance, the pundits wouldn't stop talking about it. They'll have a go at him like the whole day. But if nobody talks about Rashford, nobody talks about Greenwood if he has a bad game. If you watch West Ham play, nobody will have a go at Declan Rice if he has a bad game. You watch Aston Villa play. If Grealish has a bad game, nobody will have a go, although he rarely has a bad game. Nobody will have a go at him. I mean, it's just how it is. Like United, any bad thing that happens at United, look at it. Nobody has a go at the English players. They'll all have a go at the foreign players. Paul Pogba, the virus, Martial, the moody guy. I mean, what's the problem if the guy doesn't smile? It's just him. He doesn't smile. That's just him. But they'll label him. Look at what happened with Maguire in Greece. I mean, they went out to protect Maguire, and we don't know the real story, but the way they went out to protect Harry Maguire, if that was Paul Pogba, if that was any other foreign player, nobody would have defended him like that. Nobody, I'm telling you. But that was an English player. Everybody's going out there defending him. I mean, that's the problem I have with English football right now. That's the problem I have. And I kind of like the way you had a rant and you actually had a go at all the players. Like, it didn't matter whether he's English or what. You had a go at all of them, and that what made me happy.
No, look, at the end of the day, this isn't about any agendas. This is based on what I've observed, what I've seen. So I'll ask the question. I'll make it a little bit more straightforward for everyone. I'm going to ask Soom K first. Soom.
Yeah.
Anthony Martial.
Yeah.
Is he world class?
No, but he will
Yes or
be.
no? Yes or no?
No.
Antrich, Martial, is he world class? Yes or no?
No, but he will be.
He's not, is he?
He's not, but he will be. I am damn sure.
Okay. MZ, is he a world class player?
He is not. He will be. At United, I don't think so.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
look, that goes to my point. The fact that regardless of what your nationality is, Manchester United are the biggest club in the world.
In the world.
It comes with certain pressures. You need to be made of a certain ilk. You need to have a certain body, whatever you want to call it. You've got to be made from a certain type of cloth, you can say, if you want to be a Man United player, regardless of your age, 16, 17, 18, 35, 45. It does not matter. If you cannot handle the pressure, knowing that as a Manchester United player, you have to win every game And if you don't win every game, it is not good enough. My point is that with Martial and Rashford and Greenwood, yes, they have been overhyped. What I'm trying to do is take that hype away, because I'm telling you, them three, they're not good enough. I'm not saying they're not good players. I'm just saying that they're not world class. And if you're not world class, or you have no opportunities to become a world class player, you shouldn't be leading the line for Manchester United. That's just in my opinion.
I've got something to say on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so you've mentioned Greenwood, Rashford, and Martial.
Yeah.
Not world class. Yeah, you're right. They're not. But obviously, Greenwood's just come. You have to understand how many managers have Rashford and Martial gone through. How many types of play, types of ideologies of a manager have they gone through? Yes, Absolutely. They're not scoring at the moment, but I believe that when they get the ball, they do things. Okay, we want them to score. They are our strikers. They will be marked on how many goals they score at the end of the season. But they are never marked on when they dribble, when they get the ball, go to tight spots and bring the ball out, and someone else scores their assist.
But that's what I'm saying. They don't do that. Martial, is he dribbling, taking people on? No. Is Rashford doing it? No.
Of course he is.
Is Greenwood doing it? No.
They are, but not at a good level. I'll be honest.
Let me get some quick comments in. Luna King, my favourite person. Martial and Rashford have PR companies in their pocket. Daily Mail is their client. Rashford is massive PR agenda. Now that's controversial. We'll talk about that. Luna King, it's not about English, because Grealish and Callum Hudson-Odoi, I believe, are proper talent. But Martial,
yeah. Tell me. Even if he's oh, come on. Let me know if he's even a United
Rashford, fan. Pass to Cavani. The small moments matter. Rashford, Greenwood, get local Manchester sympathy.
Come on.
Wow.
No, man.
Let me ask you something.
Luna King has to show me his passport. I don't believe he's a United fan. He called it damn Hudson-Odoi.
Exactly. Cass, let me ask you something. Hudson-Odoi and Jadon Sancho, who's more talented and who's the better player?
It's difficult because I don't watch a lot of German football, and Chelsea I don't watch because it's Chelsea. So I don't have the information available to me to make that decision.
You've seen them both play, haven't you?
They come with lots of hype. Yes.
Okay. You've seen them both play. Who would you take if it were up to you? Who would you take, Sancho or Odoi?
Probably Odoi.
It's Sancho. It's gotta be Sancho.
Come on! Like, how on earth are people even taking Odoi's name? That guy barely plays.
I'll give you a reason why I said Odoi. I'll give you a reason. Because he is more proven to the Premier League than Sancho. Remember that.
Premier League proven. I don't care. If we believe Sancho is a better talent than Odoi, okay, and if Sancho himself believes that the most talented player he's ever played with is Marcus Rashford, so that guy is coming here and telling me that Hudson-Odoi is the real talent and Rashford is just average.
No. I get Cass's point today.
Luna King, Odoi is talented, not Tammy Abraham or Mount.
Okay, just shut up.
Who are also
oh my
English,
goodness.
I believe.
Luna King is pissing me off.
You know what? At first I was like, Luna King, who is this guy? But you know what? I'm with him now. Luna King, Cass, get him on, man. Sign him up, man.
Wait,
actually, listen, Cass, man. Let's make it a fifer. Let's make it a fifer next week. Get this guy damn into the show. Luna damn King. Like, what is he even on about, man? I don't even know. Like, unto March.
You have been given an opportunity. We extend our hand to Luna King, and if you want to appear on the most talked about show in the world, the Global Fan Cam, it's your opportunity to come on air and we can have one hell of a chat. We'll get the brews ready, we'll get the biscuits ready, we'll get the matai ready, we'll get the gulab jamun going, we'll get everything going. I don't know what sweets MZ you eat, but we'll get them going as well.
I have something to say on Martial, Cass. I don't know if we have the time.
Oh, we've got plenty of time. We're here all night. This is going to be the first 24-hour stream live and exclusive on the Redflex.
Let's hope not. I didn't sign up for this. I want to go back to.
Well, the manager won't be happy in the morning if it is a 24-hour stream. But anyway.
The thing with Martial is, I like Martial. I personally like, and I think he had one of the best seasons of his career ever since he joined United last season. He scored 20 plus goals, yeah. So with him, we all expected him. Yeah, we expected him to come into this season like more clinical and a better player than he was last season, basing on his performance last season. But I don't think he's actually stepped it up. And you know what frustrates me is he can't actually defend himself by saying they're not creating chances. We are creating chances for him. Bruno is actually, I don't know. The other day he missed a sit and Bruno gave him a look, and he actually said in his interview, he said, I gave him a look and Martial understood like we have this kind of competition in training, and I tell him every day like I pass you the ball, you don't score. And if as a striker you're playing for Man United and you've got one of the best number 10s in the world for me in Bruno Fernandes, and the number of times that guy supplies him, I mean, he had a header today, it was offside, but as a proper number 9, you expect him to put it in. It should be in the back of the net. That's the point. It should be in the back of the net. And okay, we've actually defended him a lot this season.
No. I have to interrupt. I cannot take these three guys going on in Martial. See, I was absolutely critical of Martial today.
I like Martial. I like Martial, but I'm just being honest.
I want him to stay as a United player, but he deserves to be criticised.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Prior to this, let me just bring this one up as well. Goals lie, Martial was not good last year, but I thought I'd just bring that one up.
No. Listen, guys. Listen. No. What I would highly like to disagree with is, yes, Bruno is a number 10, but Bruno is not a traditional number 10, who goes on, spinging those tap-in kind of passes. He's a number 9 who sees and always tries to play that Hollywood pass. See, like, give me one instance when we created a chance for Edinson Cavani today. Absolutely zero.
Let me ask you a question.
Just to finish.
I've got one question as well.
So let's hear Andrik, Shah. Let's hear him.
Yeah. Remember the Edinson Cavani goals, the Southampton one. Bruno was hitting a half volley and it was a deflection. Okay, Rashford, just pinged in a shoot/cross. It wasn't even a whole cross, and he, just put it head in. Against Istanbul, he scored from a keeper's mistake. Today, he scored from a keeper's mistake. We don't bloody make chances because we don't have wingers who are willing to cross. We are wingers who are partial strikers, partial wingers. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to cut inside and shoot. Another point where I would absolutely like to defend Martial is the change of ideologies he has to go through with LVG, with Mourinho, and now with Ole. And also the fact that whenever he was getting his feet in, ready as the striker of United, we bought Lukaku. He was getting ready, we bought Ibrahimovic. He was getting ready, now we bought Cavani. So every time it's Anthony Martial who's getting ready, we say, nah, mate, you can go to the left. We have a better player than you. That doesn't do a hell lot of good for a player's confidence. And now we're even trying to shift him on the right sometimes and then on the left. Well, he has said that he wants the number 9 shirt because he wants to be number 9, United's number 9. And one season we gave him the number 9 shirts. He had the best season. He had his best season of his career. And now, once he has his best season, we again take off the shirt from him and say, well, we have given him the shirt, but we take the position and say, no, we've got a world-class centre forward in Cavani. You go to the left back again. So what that does to the confidence of a player is absolutely unimaginable. And we don't create chances. I cannot hear one single second any three of you saying that we create chances. No.
I'll tell you something, Andrish. I agree with you. Like the things that he's had to go through, Martial, like they've affected his confidence so bad. I agree with you. I totally. And it's not like I'm anti-Martial, like, or I want Martial.
No one is anti-Martial.
It's not. Okay. I'm just trying to criticize him, like what his performance is this season. Since we started. Okay. You see, I'm gonna ask you this. You're saying we're not creating chances, right?
Yeah.
But the chances that Martial has had this season in front of goal, tell me if that was Cavani. Tell me if that was
Oh,
Zlatan
absolutely, he
Ibrahimovic.
would have scored. Absolutely, he would have
Tell me if
scored.
that was Cristiano Ronaldo. Tell me if that was Jamie Vardy. That
Oh,
was
man.
Harry Kane.
No.
How many goals will they have this season already?
No, it's not about that, man. It's
That's
just
my
not about
point.
that. It's
and
no.
actually,
It's
it's frustrating because they're actually important chances. PSG,
absolutely.
he
Yeah.
scores.
I
We're in the
absolutely
round of
agree with.
16.
Yeah.
PSG, he scores
Yeah.
in the round of 16.
Let me add
So
to
are we
I
all in agreement?
Let me add to that. Let me add to
Sorry,
that.
go on.
Who's our highest goal scorer in United right now?
Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes.
Why is it a
midfielder.
midfielder? Man, why is it a
Exactly.
midfielder?
Why is he the midfielder?
That's my question. Why is it a midfielder? Because our strikers are performing. It's taking on midfielders to score the goals.
Which feeds the
There
fact
was something. There
that
was
they're
something
not
he used
world
to do.
class.
Exactly. There was something he used to do that actually made
Yes,
me.
they're not world class right now.
Look,
I absolutely
there was
cannot
something he
disagree
used
with
to do.
you.
He used to like take defenders out of the game, like for other players to shine. There was a time he used to do that. Like he didn't have the best games. Yeah,
He still does
he
that.
still does that. But it's not like he does that consistently. I can't even get my words right. He's pissing me off. Because look, I have expectations of I have expectations with Martial. You know, like I want him to be the player I believe he can be. I want him to be that. And the more he goes and the more chances he misses. Like that header today, I mean, I just can't stop talking about that header. Like strikers cry for such chances. They cry for them. And then you get that. Okay, it's offside, but put it in the back of the net. It gives you confidence too, bro.
Regarding
You talk of
has anyone noticed Rashford giving selective passes to Bruno only, and when he passes to Pogba, he was not pleased? I find Rashford
this guy is craving for some kind of attention. I don't know what he wants in life. And what do you want, brother?
I'll give you an example, Antrix. I'll give you an example. You talked about Lukaku came in, Cavani came, Brozovic came in. I'll give you an example of Phil Foden at Man City. Like if it was any other young player, like Jadon Sancho did, at Man City, they would have gone. They wouldn't have been patient with Pep, and they would have gone to find first team football. He was patient. He stayed. He never got game time from Pep. Why? They had David Silva, right? He chose to wait. And if you wait, you don't just sit and wait. You learn from what that guy is doing.
He's left. He's had enough. He's had enough. Oh, here he is.
So my point is, even if those players came and took away that position,
no, you're not getting the point, MC.
Yeah, no, I got it. It affects his confidence because he wants to play. I get it. He wants to play. And he wants to play in that position. But look, you have to trust. Like you have to trust what the manager is doing, and you have to learn. Like you take your opportunities. You've got Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Like not everybody gets a chance to learn from such a great player. You've got Zlatan.
No. I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. See,
we expect after you've learned from such a great player, you get your chance, you actually use it and show us what you've learned from that guy.
Yeah. But David Silva was there, and now Phil Foden is shining. Imagine if City go and bring another two central aggressive midfielders, and Phil Foden is back on the bench, or playing out left winger, right winger.
I'll tell you something. Right now, if City buys any other midfielder, they'll have to fight for a place. They'll have to fight to take Phil Foden.
Oh no! Fighting is something different. But just putting him on the left wing, it's just not good enough. He's not getting the the run of the games which he wants on the strikers.
Let me ask you this.
Just to clear it up, I'm absolutely not defending Martial. This season, he has absolutely been poor this season. But I'm defending him like as the whole, as the whole Martial player.
Overall, I'm defending him. I believe he can be a good player. He will be a great player.
I'm going to use today's game as an example. Martial on the left. Yeah. What did you see Cavani do that no other striker does? and
Me?
it probably benefited Fred the most. He came back and acted like a CDM. He came tracking back, defending balls, starting plays, and all that. How often do you see Martial, Rashford do that? Never really. It's only a couple of games this season when it's a big game they may track back. But one of our biggest issues over the last couple of seasons, regardless of who manager, is our strikers are not tracking back, not being a full-on team player. They want to play their position. They spit their dummy out when they're not in their position, start crying who's playing on the left, who's playing on the right. How about you stop playing the pitch and not what side you're on, but play as a fucking team player? You're one of 11, and it's all up to 11 to win the game. You know what I mean?
Absolutely great point.
At some point during the match, you're going to be in the middle. You're going to be on the right. You're going to be on the left. You're going to be on the left middle, the right middle. You know what I mean? You're going to be all over the pitch. It's about getting into spaces, free roaming, and just attacking at the right moments and taking your shots. You're not going to take shots.
Kasim has ignited the fire, and now he's just enjoying the view. Yeah, go on, lads.
Let's just end this Martial debate here. Let's say this.
Okay, yeah. Let's end the debate here. Go on.
Yeah, Martial can be a great player if he wants to be.
Exactly. We gotta have a show. We gotta have a show. We gotta have a show on Martial.
Yeah, he can be
Rashford and Greenwood.
He wants to be, and if he wants to be that great player, he needs to like step up his game and take his chances and actually prove to us that he wants to be that great player. But if this is how he's gonna go on this season, I'm sorry to say he's gonna have to go. He's gonna have to go if this is how he goes on this season.
Quick comment, Luna King. And this is where we're going to pretty much end this debate for now. Just sell them and get over with it. Fitting way to end the debate. We got slightly sidetracked there with the Martial, Rashford, Greenwood debate. I probably started it, so I'll have to take full responsibility. But it looks like we will need to do another show focusing on our front three, our young front three, Martial, Rashford and Greenwood. So if we kind of bring it back in the 58th minute of this stream, back to the Fulham Man United game, we'll wrap up this video by going round and finding out who everybody thought the man of the matches were, and we'll wrap it up there. So we go to Soomke first. Who was your man of the match today?
You know what? For once, he started to win me over back. He started to bring me back. He might be gone in the summer, but it has to be Paul Pogba, mate. It has to be Paul Pogba.
No, I agree with that. MZ, your man of the match.
Okay, first of all, this guy, he said there's a video that I think, what is his name? His name, the guy who said he's never forgiving Pogba.
TV loves me.
He loves me.
Yeah, he said that, and I actually agreed with him then. But I read something today, and actually it made me forgive Paul Pogba. Do you guys know that Paul Pogba, after the Liverpool game, went inside the changing room and apologized to every team player for missing that goal?
Yeah. Those are just rumors. No,
it's not. He was questioned today. He was questioned today after the game. He was interviewed and he was asked, "Did you apologize?" He said, "It's not like more. It was more frustration because I believe I should have scored. I was so close to the goal. I should have scored." I mean, this is what we've been wanting from Paul for a long time right now. That he shows that he's committed to the club.
He's showing it because he wants to engineer a move. If I play devil's advocate.
Absolutely.
Look, if he wants to engineer a move, I don't care. As long as he's putting in such performance day in, day out, I don't care. Let him look for
a move. Would you not say by playing him is a sign from Manchester United that Paul Pogba is bigger than the club? That doesn't sit well with me.
I think, look, there's no person that has dealt with this issue better than Manchester United. We've dealt with this Paul Pogba issue very well because it's to our advantage that Pogba is playing well, isn't it?
No, it is.
2 ways. He's earning us 3 points week in, week out right now. That's advantage Manchester United. 2, we're going to get money for him now. Actually, his value is going to go up if he continues playing well. So that's advantage number 2 for United. So I don't think it proves that he's bigger than the club. No, I don't think it's that way.
Antrix, your man of the match.
My man of the match, Paul Pogba. Shall I read out his stats? I have them here.
You can tell me the most important ones.
Yeah, he had 85% pass accuracy, 21 final third passes, 9 ball recoveries, 5 tackles attempted, 4 won, by the way, 5 switches of play, 2 interceptions, 2 take-ons, 1 shot, 1 goal.
What more do you need? What more do you need?
What more do you need at
Boom.
20 past 12?
MZ, you
Yeah,
know what?
yeah.
Andrew, you do your man of the match, and I got something to say, man.
Yeah. My man of the match, for me, there were two. Anthony Martial and Mason Greenwood.
Yes.
Kidding, man. Kidding. Absolutely kidding. I'd have to go with the flow. The guy who got us 3 points in the end of the game. It has to be Paul Pogba. But I was like this close giving it to Luke Shaw and Edinson Cavani. Either one of them.
Luke Shaw deserves
They
it.
were absolutely ran their socks
His
off.
man of the match is Shaw, so he agrees with you, Antrix.
Yeah, finally. But yeah, overall, I'd have to give it to Pogba. And yeah, soon you can say yeah.
So MZ, you forgot one thing on your stat list, man.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Pogba brought us back to the top of the league, baby.
Oh, there we go. If there was ever a sign that the video has become full circle and we have been given the fitting finale that we all deserved, that was it. That was your moment.
Can we
Soak
just end
it
it?
in. Enjoy
I send a message. I just want to send a message out there. So you see, we did a video, brother versus brother, right, Cass?
Yeah.
And this afternoon, Kenyan time, that is, Mo called me.
Okay.
And because Leicester had gone top, so he called me like, why aren't you posting now? Why aren't you posting? You guys aren't top anymore. Leicester's sitting at the top. And I'm like, dude, they've played an extra game already. And we've not played our game. And it's like, I don't care. You guys have been talking so much. And I'm like, you just wait. Let United play their game and then we'll talk. So hear this more. I know you're gonna watch this. Hear this more. So give it to me one more time, please.
Let me just get roamed up, man. This is for you, Mo. One question. Where are Liverpool? 2. Where are City? 3. We're top of the league, baby!
Top of the league, baby!
I think we're going to have to get that on a t-shirt. We're going to have to start selling some top of the league baby t-shirts with a suitcase face next to it. I can see the sales and I can see that revenue already.
Oh, it's gender neutral. Everyone, boys, girls, men, women, children, adults, teenagers, for everyone, man. So
it has been a show for the ages, a show unlike any other show. We have seen a debate like no other debate, which will rumble on and on and on. But the most important thing is no matter where you are, the facts will read that Manchester United are back on top. Some would say it's where we belong. Others would say that we won't be there for long. But in the meantime, we will enjoy every single second of it. Manchester United, top of the league. It feels great. Thank you very much for joining us on the Global Fan Cam. Stay safe, and we will all see you very soon.